Hey everybody, welcome into a Cornhusker conversation presented by Woodhouse. I'm Jessica Coody and very excited to introduce you to one of the new additions to Husker football and expected to be a big key piece here for the Nebraska football defense under Coach Rob Aurich. Owen Chambliss, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to do it.
Welcome to Lincoln. How you settling in?
Feeling great, man. It's just the cold's getting me a little bit. Other than that, I'm loving it.
Well, you'll learn. You said you already figured out you got to layer up, and that's the key, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you obviously have ties to Coach Aurich, but when you go in the transfer portal and you make your first visit here, what was your first reaction when you pulled into Lincoln?
Yeah, it was a bigger town than I thought, a really big city, and everyone was really friendly when I got off the plane. And then just coming to the facilities and stuff, I was kind of taken aback because I'd been all over, in high school and stuff, getting recruited, and the facilities were just so much nicer than I thought and kind of nicer than anywhere I had been. So very positive reaction stepping off the plane and almost a sense of anxiousness to get started, if that makes sense.
So obviously very close with Coach Aurich. What was it about him that you wanted to keep playing for him and follow him here to Nebraska?
Yeah, obviously I've had a lot of success in his defense and a lot of success with him as my position coach. Mm-hmm. And I think just comfortability in the scheme and just being able to execute my job at a high level and at a higher level now playing in the Big Ten was huge for me.
What areas did he really help develop you as a player?
Yeah, I think one of the main things he helped me develop was just kind of my mental side of the game. I'd always been a smart player, but just kind of give me little tidbits on what to look for and how to look for it in the scheme. And then just overall, like linebacker play, how to get off blocks, how to take my first step properly, things of that nature.
What is it about just his defense that, what is it? Simple, fast, violent, but that allows for guys to, play free, but also it's simple, but it's fast and it's violent. Why does that work?
Yeah, I think when all 11 guys know what they're doing and can execute at a really high level, I think it just allows everybody to make plays. So when I know that the guy to the left and right knows what they're doing and they're going to do it at a really high level, a really violent level, then I can do it at the same clip. And I think that's kind of why this defense works so well. We just trust each other.
Besides Coach Aurich, what else about Nebraska sold you? I can't imagine. I got to imagine, with you had a lot of different offers. What all were you looking for in your landing spot?
Yeah, I was looking for a place that could develop me to go to the NFL. It's the end goal, right? Is being an NFL starter and a Pro Bowler one day. And I think one of the things that sold me was just talking to Coach Rule, and just his experience of the NFL and kind of the way he sets things up to make sure guys get the best chance to go to the NFL was huge, and just sitting down talking with him about what I need to improve on, what he's seen from an NFL linebacker standpoint that I could really take my game to the next level was probably the main thing that sold me as well.
That's cool. What did you think of the facilities here?
Like I said, man, I've been everywhere. I think I said it and got around Twitter a little bit, but I've been everywhere in the country, and this is the nicest I've seen for sure.
When you talk about, again, I feel like a lot of the guys that come through and then they go on, just the also maintaining your body, right? I mean, it's one thing to develop as a player, but also learning how to make sure that your body is taken care of. So that part of it too, how important or how exciting is that? Just all the bells and whistles that they have to help you in that regard too.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different resources here, like working with my dietitian, Abby, and working with Coach Campbell in the weight room, working with Drew in the training room, just taking advice and expertise from all three of those people, kind of applying it to my body was super exciting for me to maybe take another step as a player,
Okay, so looking at your stats last year, pretty jaw-dropping, just the racking up the tackles all over the stat sheet, all-conference performer. What went into last season and the performance and the season you were able to have last year?
Yeah, so my sophomore year at San Diego State, I was troubled with some injuries. I had surgery on my hand, and I fractured my fibula. So the offseason coming back from that, I wanted to really make a statement and just show that I wasn't going to be an injury-prone player, like I was going to make something happen on the field. And obviously working with Coach Aurich, but improving my football IQ. I think I'm one of the smartest players in college football, and I think that was something that was on display completely last season.
Did you have to work at that, or have you always had the IQ and you had to learn it more, or how did that develop for you?
I've always kind of had like a natural intuition, I would say, but I think just understanding in this scheme, in this overfront, in this back front, in this coverage, where we can get attacked, how we can get attacked, why they want to attack us. Just out of certain formations, they can only do so many things, right? So I think I've always had a little bit of natural intuition, but just understanding the scheme with Coach Aurich has kind of helped me out a little bit.
When you talk about elite linebacker play, what do you think goes into that? What are the most important elements of having a linebacker that can really anchor a defense?
Yeah, so kind of talked about IQ, but also just elite communication, elite body language on the field, right? Like if I'm going to give these guys the call and make set the front and do everything in between, I got to make sure that I'm standing with my chest out, head high, not scrunching over them. Physicality, violence at the end of the day, right? Like it's still football. You're still playing in the middle of the box. And then just overall understanding of the game and making sure you can get your guys in the best possible position to be successful, because when the guys in front of you play good and the guys behind you play good, you can play free.
A lot's been made since Coach Aurich has been named the defensive coordinator, just about the turnaround he's been able to have, especially recently at San Diego State.
Yeah.
Where did you start to see, and why do you feel like that turnaround happened with Coach Aurich?
Yeah, kind of like we talked about earlier, right? Like all 11 guys, every single snap, knowing what they're doing. As simple as it is, right? I just think when you play with confidence and you play with an understanding of the game, you're allowed to play free. And that's kind of what he allows you to do with the scheme. He does not like reinventing the wheel or anything, but we all just know what we're doing.
What goes into that? I mean, how do you get to that point where you can feel that confidence and do what you're talking about as a unit?
Yeah. I have a great understanding of the scheme, but when I didn't last year, I was in Coach Aurich's office every day asking him questions and getting with Dwayne McDougal, who had already kind of had an understanding of the defense. And I'm trying to do the same thing here with some guys where we meet and we walk through without the coaches there, and I kind of explain to them the thought process of certain calls. And that will allow them to develop confidence, and they can start teaching other people. It's just a waterfall effect,
So what's your approach then when you come in and you're getting into a new locker room, getting acclimated with new teammates, new staff? How do you approach going into this January and February in this offseason?
I think the approach is pretty simple. It's just show the guys that I'm willing to sacrifice and work hard for them. At the end of the day, this is a sport about playing with your brothers, and I want to make sure that they know that I'm willing to put it out there for them, and that I'm going to take the extra time to make sure that we're successful.
Where did your football beginnings start?
Just really young, just seeing certain guys on TV that I just wanted to be like. I wanted to be like LaShawn McCoy, and I wanted to be like T.Y. Hilton. Obviously, everyone wants to play offense when they're young. You want to have the ball. And then just kind of growing up from there and realizing that I was going to play defense, and have been playing football pretty much my whole life.
Why did linebacker suit you?
Well, I played DB in high school. It's actually what I got recruited for at a high school. So I played safety and corner, but then I started playing safety, outside backer my senior year. And linebacker kind of suited me because I think I just have the frame. I mean, I'm 6'3", I'm 230. Not a lot of corners and safeties that are that. And I got the speed and the range to play in the middle of the defense. So I think that's kind of how I just kind of naturally fit in there.
What have you learned, or what do you know about Husker Nation?
I'm still learning every day. It's really first of all, everybody's so nice here. I walk down the street and everybody's incredibly nice. It's insane. But I don't really know too much. I'm still learning. I'm still learning about the history of the black shirts and all that. So learning a whole lot. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, so I have some fun questions.
Okay.
I asked the signees on signing day, the high school guys this, but I thought it'd be fun with you guys as well. But
Okay.
Who's your favorite athlete growing up? You kind of did this, but any sport, who's your favorite athlete?
Any sport, I think the easy answer is LeBron. But I was really a big Paul George fan, and I was also a big Shady McCoy fan.
I like the Paul George. Oklahoma City Thunder fan, so he was there for a minute.
Then you get it.
So are you then of the LeBron is better than Michael camp?
Yes.
Okay, all right. We won't go any further into that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what sport would you play if not football?
Probably baseball.
Yeah?
I've never ever played baseball, by the way.
So you only played football?
I mean, I tried basketball. I was okay at it. But I've only played football. My whole family's Cuban. And then I see all these 13, 14-year-old Cuban kids getting signed to MLB deals, and I was like, yeah, that probably should have been me.
Do you like watching the sport?
Baseball?
Yeah.
No.
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 All right, what's the best ice cream flavor?
Chocolate.
Okay. Who is your biggest football mentor?
I think I'd probably say my DC in high school, Coach Herring. Did a lot for me in terms of just understanding the game, understanding how I fit into being a football player. Really helped me out.
Cool. Favorite TV or movie that you could binge and watch over and over again?
Favorite TV? My favorite movie is Real Steel. If you ever seen Real Steel?
Never heard of it.
Oh my gosh,
Have
Real
to look
Steel,
that
really?
Wow. I'm not a movie person though, so.
Okay, that hurts. TV show, I don't really have one. I really like regular show. I like Grey's Anatomy.
I like Grey's.
You like Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah.
That one's good. I kind of stopped for a little bit because it hurts.
There's a lot of seasons.
There is a lot of seasons. Recently started watching Snowfall and about a season through that.
So when you're not playing football, you're not being a student athlete, what do you do?
I watch a lot of film. I read a little bit. I like to explore. Like I'll just walk around the city, watch some YouTube, watch some old college football highlights, or just watch some games from the past season. So
you're that guy that's just eat up, can't get enough of football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, it's my life.
When you're watching film, what are you watching? Like, is there certain things that you look for that you pull to like watch? Certain players, certain teams?
I mean, I got a routine that I've developed over 4 years. I kind of have a weekly schedule. I'm not going to put it completely out there, but every single day is a different emphasis on a different team and like a different down and distance. And Sunday's like kind of my fun day. I just watch different NFL guys that I like.
So have you found then that just because you have done the mental prep that it comes easier when you're just out there on the field, that you can kind of rely on that?
Yeah, I mean, everything in life comes down to a tendency, right? Everybody has tendencies. And I think when you kind of figure out tendencies and offenses, but more specifically the offense you're going to play this week, you're just allowed to fall back on that when you're tired or something hurts, or you might get the call in late, you know what I mean?
What else do Husker fans need to know about you?
I'm here to work. I'm here to win, and if you ever see me, stop and say what's up.
Have you gotten a chance to get to know a lot of the guys yet?
On the team, yeah. We're all real cool, especially the linebacker group. It's the guys I spend the most time with. So we've had a lot of great conversations, and we're going to end up being really good friends and brothers. It's
awesome. How about Coach Aurich?
Yeah, I love him. He spent some time in the league, right? Another reason I came here. So great football minds. We're gonna work. We're gonna work.
Big fan of the training table?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've been at Utah and San Diego State, but I've never seen anything like that. So it's going to help me put on some weight pretty easy.
We're big fans of the training table around here too. So thank you so much. Great stuff. Welcome to Lincoln, and can't wait to see you out on the field. Linebacker Owen Chambliss here with us on a Cornhusker Conversation presented by Woodhouse. Woodhouse has been a trusted partner in your everyday since 1975. Shop for your next vehicle with the home team at Woodhouse and the official auto dealer of Nebraska Athletics.